How to get back on track on your health and fitness goals when coming back from vacation. Say if you've been working out for like 6 to 8 months, you do your first vacation after starting your health and fitness journey. Common theme I see when someone's habits aren't fully developed yet is they come back from this vacation that they kind of like let loose, drank all the drinks, didn't track their meals, didn't get their workouts in. They come back and they just give up. I think it can be very overwhelming to come back from having that free range, just doing what you want mentality to be like, oh crap, I need to get back on track with my health and fitness. A lot of people just throw the towel in. They say, you know what, this health and fitness thing is not for me. I'm going to share with you my tips and tricks to make sure I come back planned and ready so that I'm not throwing in the towel, but instead preparing myself to ease back into the health and fitness lifestyle. Now, many of you maybe know I just came back from vacation myself, so I'm going to share exactly what I did to make sure I came back prepared. And if you couldn't already tell, I'm slightly nasally. I came back from vacation. My travel days got the best of me, and unfortunately, I am paying for it. It's like slight congestion, a little bit of a headache. I'm feeling fine, like physically, but just some like a head cold I have going on. Typically, travel days just take a lot out of me, and they take a few days for me to kind of recoup. So I'm getting over a small illness. But before I share my tips and tricks with you, please hit that subscribe button if you want to see more content like this, you like this video, you want to see things related to health, fitness, and overall living a healthy lifestyle. Be sure to hit that subscribe button in the bottom right-hand corner. You guys a little bit how my vacation went, because I am not someone who goes on vacation and just completely lets loose. It depends on when I'm traveling, like what time of year, because I am a competitor. So as a physique competitor, I have traveled in full prep season, I've traveled in off season, I've traveled in like a maintenance season. So it kind of just depends on what season I'm in and how strict I am on my vacation. Now, I am in a building phase. I just ended my competition in November. I am just focusing on building muscle. So on vacation, my primary goal was to hit a few workouts, which I did. I got 3 lifts in, and then just focus on hitting protein to the best of my ability. Therefore, I brought a lot of like high protein snacks. I brought protein bars. I did bring my creatine, but I didn't take it because my hydration just wasn't that good. And I actually haven't been feeling that well. As like I mentioned before, I'm kind of getting over something. The day we traveled down to Florida, I did not feel great after the airport. It took about a day or two to kind of like recoup from that. And then coming back again, I just haven't been feeling my best. So that was a big contributor to how I did with my food. I just like wasn't hungry. When I'm not feeling well, I'm just like not hungry. So I ate what I could. Therefore, I did lose a bit of weight on vacation, which is, I know everyone's probably going to hate me by saying this because most people do gain weight on vacation. For me, I'm a hard gainer. I lost like 4 pounds on vacation from just like being not like feeling the best, not eating as much as I should be eating for a build. And therefore, I need to get back on track the second I got off the plane. And actually, before I even got off the plane, I'm going to share some tips with you on what I did to prepare for the second I stepped off that flight. So first of all, if you're traveling by plane or you're in the passenger seat, if you're driving somewhere for a road trip or on any type of public transportation, you have a lot of downtime. Therefore, you can plan accordingly. So on my flight, I did a few things. First, I planned my meals out for the day. So I'm going to share with you guys what my grocery list looked like. So I kind of eat the same thing for meal prep. I know what I need to eat to hit my macros. My macros being a bit higher, so I need to make my meals calorie dense. So therefore, I kind of just roughly looked at what I wanted to eat. So I wanted some pasta meals. I wanted some salads, some taco bowls, the basics, some egg sandwiches in the morning. So I kind of looked at like what I needed and I made my grocery list. Super easy. I did this in the notes section on my phone. Again, I'm sharing that with you guys right here so that when I get off the plane, I can go directly to the grocery store. And I mean, obviously, depending on what time, I landed at about 2 o'clock, grocery stores open. Perfect. First place I'm going to hit is the grocery store because in reality, you're probably going to come home to an empty fridge. The last thing you want to do is get home and then start ordering takeout after eating out all week. So therefore, to plan accordingly, make your grocery list and hit the grocery store on your way to your house. Now, we have a few options here. If you cannot make it to the grocery store, say you got crunch time, you got to go right to work from your flight. I've done that before. You can Instacart your groceries so that you have them delivered directly to your house. Another option would be to I've never done this, but like the pre-pickup order from the grocery store. I think this option's completely free. You kind of just fill out what you want, you pay whatever grocery store is near you, you drive by, they put it in your car, and you drive home. That makes it a lot easier. I personally like to go to the grocery store. I get a lot of items that are a little bit more difficult to find, I guess we would say. Sometimes I have difficulty when I do those prepaid orders. They can't find the items I need. So I like to just go in the grocery store, get exactly what I need. That is like your first plan of action, because if you plan for that, you're going to have food at your house and you can just eat what you have instead of ordering takeout, a pizza, Chinese food, whatever else you were going to order because you've been traveling all day, you're really tired. The last thing you want to do is go to the grocery store, just get it done with. And again, there's a few options there if you don't want to go to the grocery store. Getting back to what I do while I'm on the plane. So I make my grocery list and I order my groceries if I don't have the time to go to the grocery store to pick them up. Second, or I guess third technically, thing I do is I plan my meals out using the app I use to track my meals. So I use my Fitness Pal. I track all of my meals for the next day that I'm hitting my target macros. I'm hitting my protein, my fat, my carbs, and my calories. Mostly my protein and my calories as I'm in a build. So I'm going to kind of cross-reference my grocery list with what I just tracked in my Fitness Pal. If I'm tracking advanced, which if you are someone who tracks their meals, I highly recommend you track the day or 2 days before, because your plan runs so much more smoothly. The last thing you want to do is eat and track at the same time. I used to do this. What happens is at the end of the day, you're down like 300 calories, you need a bunch of protein, or you're over calories and you still need a bunch of protein. So definitely recommend tracking ahead. Again, this is something you can do right on the plane while you're hanging out. Instead of watching that movie, track your food ahead of time. So now I have my meals tracked, my grocery list made. I went to the grocery store, I got all my food. Of course, what am I going to do? I'm going to meal prep for the week. Now, I came back in the middle of the week, but I'm going to meal prep for about 5 days. I came back on a Tuesday. I need to meal prep till about Sunday. So I'll share with you guys some of the stuff I got and what I'm making. Like I said before, I'm doing a lot of pasta dishes. So I'm doing like a gnocchi vodka sauce with some ground turkey. I'm doing some chicken breast with like a salad. I got like those pre-made salads. I really like those. I always do an egg sandwich in the morning. I don't really meal prep. I do have those meals planned out in advance. Now, my favorite workouts. And now, because I came back in the middle of the week, it's a little bit more difficult for me because I hit an upper body on Monday because I wasn't feeling my best, so I didn't want to hit a heavy leg day. I traveled all day Tuesday with the intention of going to the gym, but again, I was just so run down. I needed to let my body rest. I was feeling okay yesterday, so I did hit a heavy leg session, but based on the data from my Whoop strap, my recovery is very bad because I'm still getting over whatever this slight illness is. Therefore, I'm taking a rest day today, and then I planned out my workouts for the rest of the week. So tomorrow I'm going to hit a heavy leg day again. I'll probably hit another upper on Saturday, and then a leg day after skiing on Sunday. So you want to kind of look at the week and look at what your schedule is. If you're going right back to work, where can you fit your workouts? A huge mistake I see clients make and friends make is they're like, oh, I'll just get back into the swing of things when I get back, but they don't have a plan. You are more likely to accomplish your goals, your tasks, if you add them to a calendar and give them a specific date and a specific time. So I'm going to give myself specific times that I'm going to get my workouts in to make sure I get them in. Now, I've been working out for like over 12 years. So for me, the workouts really are a no-brainer. I'm a little bit more flexible. But if you are someone who's brand new to their fitness journey, you do not have the flexibility with this. And I don't want to say you have to earn it, but it just takes a long time to develop that habit. And when you're so in that new stage of just trying to get to the gym, I highly recommend keeping it the same each week and keeping it structured as much as possible. And then the final thing I think you really need to get back on track after vacation, or maybe this is just me, is my sleep. When I'm home, my sleep is perfect. I go to bed at like 8:30, 9 o'clock. I read, I meditate, I wake up at like 5 a.m., 6 a.m. When I'm on vacation, my sleep schedule goes out the window because we're out late, we're at dinner, I had a wedding, it was a holiday. So I was going to bed some nights 2 a.m. and I was waking up at like 9 a.m., 8 a.m. So I'm not getting enough sleep. The quality of sleep was not good. And it's not my normal sleep schedule. So for me, I need to make sure the second I get home, I try to get back into that sleep schedule. I unfortunately, again, getting over something, I'm requiring a bit more sleep than I typically do. But as I'm slowly getting back into the swing of things, getting my sleep schedule back on track is helping tremendously. As I mentioned before, it's so common for someone who's really new in their health and fitness journey to kind of just give up after a vacation. I've seen it so many times. Unfortunately, it might be the thing that stops you from achieving that goal you've been working so hard for. So be very forgiving with yourself. Say the first week you get back from vacation, you only hit workouts twice a week, your meals are okay but not great. That's okay. Sometimes you have to build yourself back up to where you were before vacation. You'd be surprised how that 1 week or one weekend can really throw you through a loop and then kind of offset your whole health and fitness journey. The important thing is that you keep working to get back on that goal and get back on track. With it being the new year, I am going to briefly talk about my annual strength challenge. This is an 8-week challenge that is all about accountability and making sure you get to the gym, making sure you hit your meals, making sure you hit your step count. So I'm extending registration from now until Monday at a discounted rate of 30%. I highly, highly, highly recommend that you take advantage of this challenge. It's like, I think $45 with the discount. You get 8 weeks of programming, you get custom meal advice, you get access to all the recipes in my app, you get to work with me as your coach. If you really just don't know what to do going into the new year, I think this is a really good starting point for someone trying to build those foundations with lifting and overall living a healthy lifestyle. It is still crazy to me that it is 2024. I have so much in store for you guys this year as far as recipes, tips and tricks, nutrition advice, fitness advice. I'm going to try to bring on some guests on some of my episodes, maybe do some training sessions with family, maybe some clients, share some success stories. I'm really excited for this upcoming year. And if you guys don't already, please hit that subscribe button if you want to see everything related to nutrition, training, and overall just living a healthy lifestyle. Have a happy new year, and thanks again for watching.